And here we go. Pro shifter away, and AJ Myers with a nice hole shot down to turn number 3 on the first lap. Marion Kremers around the outside will hang on to second. Bajoso to third. Great start for Kyle Wick. He's into P5 as Hunter Pickett goes to fourth. And Myers quickly to the bottom side. They are 2 abreast. Magic on the bottom side. Burrell on the outside through turn 5.
First 2 tests. The whole shot, turn 3, then turn 5. And here comes Bajoso. Oh, he comes to the inside. Magic 1-2. And he throws it down to the bottom. And that moves Kremers to the outside, off track. Kremers falling down deeper in that top 10.
What did I say right before we went, Rob? Ain't going to be teamwork in terms of drafting, but you'll see a perfectly timed dive bomb. That was a perfectly timed dive bomb by Mr. Magic Kart. Owner Andrew Bajoso saying, you know what? I want my go-kart winning this race. Doesn't matter if it's me or AJ. It ain't going to be a red go-kart, Marion. Sorry about that.
Yeah, threw it down to the inside. That's shaking things up a little bit. Look at Kyle Wick jumping up to P4 as well. Wick into the 4th position right behind Hunter Pickett. It was Pickett and Wick battling out in California, the Challenge of the Americas. They now nose to tail here at the Summer Nats at Newcastle. Wick looking to the inside. The track Magic to the bottom. Attack between the 2 drivers. Wick actually got into the back of, I believe, Bajoso. I don't know that was Hunter Pickett's fault. He was on the outside. They tried to pinch down. Wick is livid right now in turn number 3. The contact coming in. That car started to rotate immediately, got caught up. Maybe Pickett was pinching down. Nonetheless, damage done.
Jake French has gotten by Talon Yockel. Here comes Marion Kremers as French blocks a little bit. Kremers now going to go on Yockel. And guess what? It's, Yockel keeping it tight on Marion Kremers. Magic versus PSL. I can bet the boys in red are frustrated. Is today the day for Jake French to break through and get out of the losing streak that he's been on and end the dry spell as Kremers goes to the bumper of Yockel, looking inside for 4th.
One of the big winners of that incident up in turn number 3 was David Greco, starting to tail the field, able to work his way up into the 9th spot of 13 positions. Did not run the pre-main. The pre-finals, he's going to have fresher tires for this race here as well. You can see them working their way down here right now. And I think that's actually a move potentially to the inside there for Danny Formal, as he's going to get a spot over Hannah Greenmeyer right in there battling as well. I think Amy Rule and maybe Jacob Gulick. That's Gulick, yeah, coming back through in the GFC as well.
Yeah, Greenmeyer tried to get to the inside of Annie Rule in turn 3. She kind of got the door shut in her face. And speaking of the top 5, let's give you an update on lap times right now. Marion Kremers went purple that time by, 1/10 better than AJ Myers. He was 2/10 better than Andrew Bajoso as Gulick gets by on Formal.
Here's the leader working his way out of turn number 13. 1.1 seconds up for AJ Myers. And again, you know how badly they want to get this win after the battling they've done throughout the season with Burrell Arch and Marion Kremers. Kremers again, another purple lap, 101.810. So Kremers is putting the pressure on here as well. French getting a big run out of turn number 3. Do we see a move potentially down here? It would be deep braking for French to be able to get by. He'll look to the inside. Indeed, side by side, book it. French goes to P2. Can he hold him off in turn number 7? He will. Run the bottom of the racetrack. Bit of contact there, coming out, back down.
Oh,
wow, we got some aggressive racing right now. In fact, there you go. Bajoso's lost, and Kremers through. Kremers takes advantage. He goes through for second.
Man, Andrew Bajoso again puts the bumper to Jake French, moves him out of the way for the second corner. French trying to give it back to him now. Kremers gets the ultimate overhand on that one, upper hand on that one. AJ Myers found speed. Danny Formal is out. Formal with a problem.
Yeah, Danny Formal took the escape right out of turn number 13. Call it done for Formal as he'll go to the tail of the field right now. Tough one for Danny. Has not been a great weekend.
So Hannah Greenmeyer still keeping the charge going in 12th. David Greco is moving forward. Look at this. French and Bajoso. He has backed him up to Billy Musgrave. And Bajoso and French. Finally, French muscles his way by Bajoso. And Musgrave almost gets both of them. French moves Musgrave wide, and Bajoso gets him again.
And here comes Talon Yockel in there as well as he sees these guys battling it out. Bajoso goes back to it. This is about to get good right here because Musgrave's had enough, I think. Or rather, French has had enough with Bajoso. These guys have raced together before, and they are going to scrap it out once again. This is a good battle here. This is 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And Jordan Musser's trying to get into this as well.
Yeah, you could say master of defense here for Andrew Bajoso, team player, whatever it is. Jake French, that time, slide job, gets through. Musgrave muscles his way, Here comes the cavalry. Now it's Talon Yockel next up, so I don't think you'll see a lot of aggression to Bajoso, but Jake French goes on defense mode from Musgrave because he's been backed up so much. The factory car driver is now on his tail. Here's a look further back down the field. We've talked about Hannah Greenemeyer a lot. She's gotten into the top 10 now, 13 spots up, working on a fellow girl power driver, Annie Rule. So they're going at it for 9th behind Jordan Musser. He's faded to the 8th position as Josh Conker was able to slip by a couple of laps ago.
Really, Myers just 0.3 of a second quicker almost every lap. Kremers with the fast lap of the race, a 101.8, but he can't do that consistently. Myers just knocking out back, just 101.9s, and that's what's been able to put him up. Look at this fight here now, though. Now we've got some drivers ready to scrap things out. This is Conker, Musser, Greenemeyer, Rule, all in the middle of this fight here, coming through turn number 7.
And put Niemkiewicz right in the mix of it as well. Musser tried to go by on Conker, overshot it, lost 2 more spots as Greenemeyer and Rule got by. Now Greenemeyer had a look on Conker and kind of pulled back a little bit. She was afraid to go too deep into turn number 5 as look at Musser getting his elbows out, giving Annie Rule the business through the horseshoe. And now Conker able to follow as well. Rule drops outside the top 10.
We said that Philip Niemkiewicz in there as well, the driver to Colorado. He's in 11th position. Great battle here. Myers, Kremers, French, Musgrave, Bajoso, Yockel. Then the next battle, Greenemeyer's got herself up to 7th.
And here we are for 3rd. Look at Musgrave. He's gotten by on Jake French for the final spot on the podium.
Wow, this is big. AJ Myers on the Magic, Kremers on the Burrell Art, and now Musgrave on the factory cart. Onto the podium potentially here in Pro Shifter.
If he gets a good launch out of turn number 1, that'll pretty much put him just about out of reach. But if Jake French gets a good launch right here, which he gets a decent one, can he motor up to the rear bumper of the MRC factory cart? Towards turn 3, close. Musgrave, normal line, little slide on the exit, but he got the power down. I don't know if French is close enough into 5.
Yeah, Musgrave's been working on everything. The chassis number 1 and the move to the bottom, not quite. Oh, Musgrave went a little wide, got it rotated, and holds the spot. He's got it blocked to the inside. He does not cover. Over, under for Musgrave, trying to get back around, and French has gone back to P3. French back to 3rd. Musgrave not able to hold him, tried to block it in. The defense in turn 7 wasn't enough. And here comes French back around the leader. AJ Myers well up the road. He'll work his way out to 13. AJ Myers trying to get the victory here. There's the battle for P3. I don't know if there's anything left for Musgrave to throw it at him. Otherwise, it's going to be a win for AJ Myers.
AJ Myers able to take the win. Look at Musgrave. One more look. Jake French trying to hang on. Final corner. Musgrave can't get there. French hangs on to the podium. Myers your winner. Kremers 2nd. French in 3rd. The 296 is now the national number 1. Your SuperKarts USA Pro Tour Pro Shifter champion in the class presented by PSL Karting. It's won by PSL Karting for the first time in a couple of seasons. Marian Kremers, your champion here in the States. 3 race wins, 5 pole awards, a pre-final win at almost every event, and a P2 results here to end off the day with the fastest lap of the session.